Back with the rehash. This week we're finally getting to Gwenpool. So I've wanted to do Gwenpool from the very beginning. When I started this show, I had it at the top 3 of my ideas for episodes. So I've wanted to do it for a while, just haven't got there, but we're finally there. So I'm super excited. I want to tell you a little bit about Gwenpool. She's one of my favorites. So it went for 2 years and it's unfortunately been cancelled. I'm really hoping they bring it back. It was a really great book and it's a really fun, different character. Very briefly, she isn't really a superhero. The story here is that she's just a regular comic reader in our universe, and she loves all the comics. She knows all the characters, she knows all the villains, all the heroes, all their powers, all their identities, all their weaknesses, and somehow she gets herself transported into the Marvel universe. As she arrives there, she quickly realizes that if you're a side character, if you're a background character in a comic book, you are in danger. You know, the people in the background could be killed quite easily. You know, somebody will throw something at a building, or you know, an alien invasion will happen and a whole building will be crushed. So if you're a regular person, you're in trouble. So she decides to become a hero, completely devoid of any superpowers. She decides to become a mercenary, and she gets herself a... Guys! So she gets herself a job as a mercenary. She gets herself an outfit made to be a superhero. She's got no skills, she can't even shoot straight. She kind of fakes her way into her first few gigs as an assassin or as a mercenary for hire. She does this and she gets a little bit of money, she gets some weapons, and so the kind of story just goes from there. She uses her secret knowledge of the villains' weaknesses and the heroes' identities and their powers and their weaknesses. She uses that to her advantage. She eventually settles into a bit of a groove there in the Marvel universe. So it's pretty great. What I really like about this book is that it's so zany, so crazy, and it's completely cut off from the continuity of the rest of the Marvel universe. The thing that's really cool about the Marvel universe is how interconnected everything is, you know. So you've got Thor, and he can interact with the X-Men or with the Defenders. All of these guys come together. Just at the moment there's a storyline running where Old Man Logan is missing, and so people want to look for him. They enlist the help of Misty Knight from the Defenders kind of universe. That's, you can see her on TV shows like Luke Cage and the Defenders and Iron Fist, and she teams up with one of the Inhumans, and they're from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. universe on TV, and they are now looking for Old Man Logan, who is an X-Men. So there's this kind of amazing combining of the universes, and everything is interconnected, and that's really great, you know, that's really cool. But it's also really nice that this one is completely devoid of that connection. You know, they've got all the characters, they've got Ghost Rider and Doctor Doom, who's a Fantastic Four villain. There's all these people, but there's no consequences. So the writers can really, you know, move fast and break things, and they really do that. You know, they're not afraid to do it. They'll do things that should have really detrimental consequences, but they know it's fine. You know, this isn't related to the main storyline. This isn't related to the main universe. They can safely do really silly and really crazy things, and that's what's so awesome about this book. It's just completely zany, completely silly. It's just a really enjoyable, fun read. About halfway through this run, she starts to uncover the fact that she does actually have a legitimate superpower. And this legitimate superpower of hers, I don't want to give away too much of it because I really want you to have a look at this book and read it and find out for yourself. So I'm going to try and not spoil it. But essentially, she begins to realize that she can see the frames of the art panels that she's in. So she can see the comic book frame, and she can grab hold of it and she can break it and she can go through it, and she can enter this sort of dimension between the dimensions, you know, the white space between the panels. She can get there. That's really clever. That's really so interesting and creative and silly. I love it. And so she's kind of able to move into this other dimension that no one else can see. It's not our world and it's not her world, it's in between. So that's a really cool thing, and the way that she uncovers this is really awesome, and the way she harnesses this is really fantastic. It's a super fun read. I really heartily recommend this. I couldn't talk about Gwenpool without mentioning my new statue of her back there. A good friend of mine gave that to me for my birthday just last month, and I love it. It's awesome. She's taking a selfie with a katana, so it's just great, you know, it's just brilliant. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some B-roll footage now of some of the artwork up close, some other nice high-res artwork from these books, so you can get a feel for the style and the creativity and just how good the art is. Let's do some footage of her as well. So let's cut to that now. Bit of a short one, but I just really encourage you to pick this up. I'm gonna put some links down here to kind of let you know where you can find that. You gotta see it, it's just brilliant. I just really am hoping that they bring her back, that they put a new creative team on her. Somebody else is gonna have loads of fun with this character and this storyline and this idea. I think it's awesome and it's got so much potential. I really do hope they bring it back soon. Here's hoping. But yeah, so that's Gwenpool. She's awesome. Check out Gwenpool. We'll see you next time. Cool, guys.